Hi there. I'm Carrie Palmer from Mount Shasta, California, but I will be leaving this place soon because I now have the magic of the mountain within me and I no longer need to be in the mountain to move forward to the next phase of my life. I'm here to explain who I am. It's something that a normal human cannot comprehend. I know I certainly couldn't. Not quite 9 years ago, I was walking down the street in Puyallup. I had no God, no reference. I looked up to the sky and I said, my life is not working. I get sick sometimes. I'm not happy. I was searching. And I said, I don't know who you are, but whatever you are, as of this moment, I surrender. I'm giving up my life and I'm not making any more decisions. At that moment, I stood on the sidewalk and thought, well, that's profound. Now what? And then the voice said, go that way. That was almost 9 years ago. I had no religion, I had no God. So the concept that all of the decisions I made my whole life, which were really bad, no, they were taking me to my next step. They didn't feel good. And it's just, I did never felt like I was getting to somewhere I needed to get to. And so at that moment when I did that, it was like, this is going to like do or die. And at that moment, I was told, go that way. So I surrendered and I got direction. Fast forward, March 17th of 2022, I moved into my home in Newport, Oregon, ocean view away from people. I started working for God full time. I was sent out on three mini missions, executed, deployed magnificently. I just went out and the things that I had to do, I did. They just made sense. And then I graduated to going to places in Newport where I met my clients, and I had 40, 50, 60 clients over the time I was in Newport. Sent to Maui right before the fires, 2 days before. I'm there for 10 days. I come back, my house sells. I get my house in Mount Shasta that I lost previously because my house didn't sell. I get here, and then it's everything went in fast forward. If you've ever been to a vortex place where the energy is just, and you know it and you feel it, you know magic happens. I came to Mount Shasta and I finished my first book and I had it on Amazon by January. Went on a cruise, saw how the Filipinos were put on the bottom of the ship and treated like slaves. They don't get to see their families. I had a panel with me. I was the eyes and ears. And so I dictated, I dictated, I dictated. I came home, and on March 29th, I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, screaming, shaking, just I was in another planet because I had a download. I understood why I went to Maui 7 months previous. And then I went on the cruise, and the contrast between the two, people left Maui. They did the right thing because of the fires. I go on a cruise where we're not doing the right thing to these people. And an entire book came through me in less than 3 weeks. I have no human being in my life. The lane that I live in is silent. And God has sent me a witness. I have a young man staying with me right now who is witnessing who I am. He is witness, and he's going to be a student who's going to be a teacher working for me. 30 years old, and he gets it. He's been searching, but he's there. He is here to find his space on the planet. But meeting me and spending time with me is not an accident. He is ready for this next phase of his life. After I finished Man is Ruining His Own Nest. I published that in June, had a complete debacle with Amazon Smart Publishing, which we're not done yet, but the book is done. That was when I thought I was done. I'd written 6 books. I've been silent as an author. I don't market or do interviews. I don't speak to anyone ever. So I am silent. So I write 6 books. Man is Ruining His Own Nest came through me like rapid fire. I published that. And then I'm like, all right, I believe that it's time for me to come out and start speaking and talking about what I've written about because I don't share my stuff. I post everything on the social media and I despise that. I can't wait for my assistant to take over my social media because I don't like doing any of that. And then I'll never be on social media. So after Man is Ruining His Own Nest was done, and I was facing the summer, and I thought, okay, what now, God? A lot happened. It's in the book. I can't go through it now, but I was brought to the most raw, vulnerable state of my entire existence in early September. Someone entered my life that had to at that time and ripped me open. I have been alone forever, and they stepped in at that moment when oh man, I can't describe my life. Cracked me open. All of the feelings I'd had to just get rid of because I don't have feelings. I am alone. I was raw. I was vulnerable 5 days of feeling feelings. Humans, you really don't want to feel feelings. They're not good for you. And it broke me down. And on September 14th, I had to leave him a message saying, "You've got to leave me alone." I didn't know why. I'm like, I want him in my life. Why am I telling him to go? So I told him that. I sent him an audio. And then I'm in my house in Mount Shasta. And I'm told, go to the mountain. And I argued, as I always do. I said, I'm looking at it, it's right there. I'm 13 miles away. I was told, get in your car, make the drive. So I did. I got in my car and I drove. And I started heading up the mountain as I passed by a woman beating a drum. And it was just powerful. I went up to this rock. It was at an angle, but it was big and flat. And I'm like, that's where I'm supposed to park my carcass. So I sit on this rock and then I lay back. And I'm on this rock for 5 hours on Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is magical. I hope you're realizing this. During these 5 hours, I'm told to get up and make TikTok videos. I get up and I start talking about things that have never crossed my mind, but they made sense. I made a few videos on September 14th. Please go back to September 14th and see what I did. That was the beginning of the download for the book that has come through me since September 14th. It is called The Bridge. And what this book is, it's magnificent. It is the bridge back to where we need to be right now. Because we just look outside. I don't watch the news. I don't need to. I know enough. So I don't watch what's going on, but I feel your energy and I'm isolated. I've got a 6-foot fence around me because I will not participate in the stuff, the garbage you guys are dealing with. It's ridiculous. We've gone crazy. The herd is going to be thinned. We have people praying for money and not having to do anything to accomplish it. As the earth starts to shake, the planes fall from the sky, the mountains crumble, these are the people that we're going to lose. They are worthless. They can't help us move into a new society because they have no skill. They only want to eat you alive to take your money. So they will be gone. We're going to have a thinning of the herd. And those of us who are crossing the bridge, who are stepping back to why we are here on this planet, we get to start this planet new. We are starting over without the chaos and the entropy that this world represents. God is not happy because you no longer are connected to God. You can't hear God for your love of money. You can't hear God for your love of things. When you step across the bridge to the side that I am now on, living from this lens, you want for nothing. I'm going to do another video explaining the life on the other side of the bridge. And that is where I am full time. For me to write the book, I had to cross over the bridge. I had to do the things the bridge is going to explain to you that you need to do in order to get to this space. Where is this space? Well, I'm alone always because I have to be, because there's nobody here with me at this time. I wrote it and I had to live it out as I wrote it, to experience it, to get to this side of the bridge. What it is on this side of the bridge is you see me, I look human, but I live in another realm entirely on this planet. I don't live in this realm. I can't function with you because you would kill me with your energy. So I live at the space of the bridge. I've crossed the bridge. And what this is when you realize that your earth story is you living out all of these elements that you wanted to come here and learn, feel the pain, feel the hurt, and then move on to your next story. I have moved 103 times, and now I know I'm going to continue to move because we're fluid. I'm going to go where I need to go to spread my word. I'm going to go anywhere in the world. I will have a place for my art studio and my clothes and hang my hat that I don't wear, but that doesn't matter. Addresses don't matter. Stuff doesn't matter. When you get to this side of the bridge, it's a moneyless society. You don't want for things. You want to be your ultimate potential, which I have achieved. I am an author now, something I never thought I could do because I didn't deserve that. I wasn't worthy. Well, guess what? You're worthy of that thing you came here to do, even though your family is telling you it's shameful. So you got to get rid of those thoughts. And no, you're not that either. You are that magnificent thing that you came here to be. And we're eliminating the middleman. We're eliminating the family because we came here to be individuals. Family got in the way because here's why family is the problem. We had centuries of hardship. We've had people having to have plenty of people to make their lives doable. The farm, the ranch, everything you needed to do to take care of the crops. They needed people. And that's why we had kids. And now we don't live in those days to where we have all of this crap going on, survival. We have it easy. We've made it so easy that now you're starting families. And if you're single, you're starting a family with just your kid. You have an offspring, you have a buddy, you have somebody to take with you to do things with. So you're not alone. You're not giving them a life, you're giving yourself a buddy. So, guys, you don't want to start a family. We don't want to start farming children. We don't want to grow children so we can have our little puppets. Okay, you guys go do this. No, you don't want to grow children. Children are here to find who they are at a very young age and step into their magnificence at 3, 4, 5, and then off they go. They're not to be with mom and dad. There's so much I can't explain in this short video, but I will be explaining it. The bridge will be out when it's done, but I'll be speaking and explaining it, and you'll start to understand life from this lens. I live as a full-time servant of God. I am silent always. When I'm told go out, go here, go there, I go and I meet the person that needs the miracle. That was my beginning. And now God needs me to teach the masses because we're crazy. The teachers that I have worked with, that were my counterparts as I was going through this journey, they are leading flocks of people saying, this is the way to higher consciousness. This is the way to listen to messengers and angels. But they have fears and they are still locked into old beliefs on this planet, and they are leading thousands of people and they don't know that we are unlimited. So I am here to teach the teachers to be free because you guys, this planet is actually full of magic. You can't possibly believe it because you've been taught how limited you are. I am living proof of how unlimited we are. You're just going to have to watch and see because I'm unfolding right before your eyes. I'm grateful for Benjamin. I have a witness here, a student, and he's going to be spreading my message, and he will be with me when we start 12 Strangers. We're going to get the world educated on living from this side of the bridge where you live from your heart. We don't need law. We don't need rules. We don't need a ruler. We don't need a president. And we definitely will not have attorneys. It's a place where when you are doing your thing, the thing that you love, you're so happy. And when I'm doing the thing I love, I'm happy. When everybody's in the community doing what they love, everybody's happy. Nobody's out to get anybody. We kind of used to live that way, but we've gone far from it. So I'm here to fix the planet. But guess what? I signed up for this. I've been groomed for it. I'm ready for you. I don't think you're ready for me, but that's okay. You won't believe a word I say, but when you see what happens, whew, or when you come near me, you feel my energy and you say a few words to me and I say a few words back to you, you're not going to be ready for the way your life is going to change. Be warned.